So this year, I want to do dinner differently. Instead of kind of doing the same, instead of doing the same. So this year, I want to aim for more instant pot meals just because I feel like I should have an arsenal of them just ready to go for busy nights like tonight. So I'm trying out this chicken chili recipe. And then I'm gonna make my sourdough loaves in the oven, and then hopefully everything will come together. So we'll see. Okay, so far we've got some chicken breasts in here and some white beans, some onions, and then I've got a few more things. So to the pot, I'm adding a can of black beans, drained and rinsed, and a can of corn that still has all its juices. So just dump that whole thing in there. And then one 10-ounce can of these Rotel diced tomatoes with the green chilies. Just everything all in the pot. And then you add some chicken broth. A half a cup goes in, but I ended up using a full cup for this recipe just to make it a little thinner. And then a packet of ranch seasoning powder. I used about half a pack of this. It calls for 0.4 ounces. So in that goes. And then add some chili powder, more or less depending on spice level. And some ground cumin goes in there as well. So I think it was about a teaspoon. Yeah, so delicious. Look at that soup. It's all coming together. So give it a good stir. Make sure the liquid goes underneath the chicken. Yeah, and stir it all together. Make sure all the flavors are all well blended as well. And then the last ingredient here is the cream cheese. Add an 8-ounce brick of that. I cut it up into about 8 pieces, I think. And you just lay it on top. And that, my friends, is how easy it is. It's like a dump and go situation. So make sure that your Instant Pot is on the sealing mode. Always gotta check that. And it goes on high pressure for 20 minutes and then a 10-minute natural release. And then when you're done, you pull out your chicken and you give it a good old shred. I'm sure y'all know this sweet little trick. And then back in the chicken goes. And oh my gosh, it's looking so good. So give it a good stir. See, this is too thick for me. So I ended up adding more chicken broth, and I actually added some heavy cream to it too, just because I wanted it more rich and creamy and delicious. So yeah, it's looking good. This is the consistency that I was looking for, and now I am getting hungry. I have bread in the oven, so I think it's time to check on that as well. Got my sourdough in here. Love a good sourdough, especially with soup. So now it's time to chop up all the accoutrements. So we got some cilantro and some avocado chopped up. I think that was just from one avocado, and always squirt a little bit of lime juice on top. And then I added some shredded Mexican cheese and crushed tortilla chips. And then some sour cream as well. And here you go. These are all your toppings for the soup, and it makes it so great. So here's my sourdough. Ooh, so good and delicious. Yeah, it might be a little weird having sourdough with this chili, but meh. I'll eat bread with any soup anytime. And so will these guys. Or they'll just have the bread straight up. But yeah, I like how they use this soup for just like dipping in. Even if that's how they eat it, it's good enough for me. So now you put the toppings on. Yay, cilantro, avocado. And then I've got my chips. Where are they? Chips. This guy didn't get crushed. Gotta crush them right here. Sorry, I'm filming with one hand, so that's why it's a little wonky. And then your cheese. And what am I forgetting? Sour cream. A little dollop of that. And then your daughter and son may play with their food, but hey, it's all good. All right, so Instant Pot chicken chili was a success. Maybe the kids didn't really go crazy for it, but they always go dogs. They always go crazy for the bread, so if all else fails, they're eating the bread and they're dipping it in the soup. But I am just here to say that sometimes you just gotta get out of your rut of making the same things, and I'm here to remind you that Instant Pots need to be dusted off every now and then because they're so easy. What are you doing? I almost forgot to mention this is the recipe, so I will include it in the notes, but hope you all enjoy it. I know I did.